Welcome to solverfy, the place where learning becomes simple. If you're struggling with homework, assignment, or doubt in subjects, don't worry, you are in the right place.
The Manhattan Project. So, in the late 1930s, for the fear that Germans will be the first to make an atomic bomb, several US scientists persuaded Albert Einstein, who was, one of the greatest scientists of that time, to write a letter to the then president warning him of the possibility. So, this project was basically aimed at building a fission atomic bomb, and this is an when we talk about atomic bomb, what is basically happening is, so you have an unstable nuclei which breaks down into its daughter nuclides. So you have this, yeah, with the emission of a neutron. And then what happens is this neutron here is able to induce fission in other nuclide. And the nuclide of interest here is actually uranium nuclide. Yeah. So you have a parent uranium nuclide which breaks down to form a parent nuclide, and then a neutride with the emission of a neutron. And then the neutron that is emitted is able to induce another uranium nuclide. And then there's another fission. And then this process is a chain reaction. That is, it's continuous, leading to the formation of all these neutrons. And this reaction is capable of producing an enormous amount of energy. So what happened was the project was started in a facility in Los Alamos, New Mexico, which was headed by then physicist Oppenheimer. And 4 years later, the research group was successful, in forming that atomic bomb, and it just follows this reaction I just explained. And they tested it at a site in New Mexico, and it was successful. So it means in the around 1940s, then the first atomic bomb was made by the United States, which produces about 18,000 tons of dynamite. Like, its force, the amount of force it gives out is equivalent to 18,000 tons of dynamite. And what happened later was the US then used these bombs that they were afraid the Germans were going to actually form. Yeah, like they'll be the first to form them on Japan, dropping one on Hiroshima and another on Nagasaki, killing about 200,000 people, leading to the surrender of Japan. Yeah, so it's basically a uranium nuclide that undergoes fission, and fission is just breaking down. So it undergoes fission and then leads to the emission of a neutron, which can then induce another uranium. Yeah, so the peculiar thing about this is you need a specific mass of the uranium, because it has to be controlled, or else with this large amount of energy that is released, it can be fatal.